Hello and welcome to Capacity TV. I'm delighted to be joined today by David from Metronode. So tell me a little bit about the business.
So Metronode's the market leader in data centers that are energy efficient, super secure, and also we pride ourselves on the high density capability of our data centers. We've got about 10 locations across Australia. We're one of these companies that, quietly in the background, we think about ourselves as an integral part of the infrastructure of the internet in Australia.
And from Australia to a global outlook, how is the industry evolving?
Look, it's a really nice thing to be able to say, but we're actually seeing a huge boom in demand for data center capacity. Driven by a couple of thematics. The main one being, the rise of the cloud, or as we call them, the hyperscalers. So the large cloud companies that are really investing very heavily in data center capacity to serve their customers. We're also seeing a large program of people moving out of their offices. So businesses are saying we don't want our computing in our office anymore. We want to move it to a data center to take advantage of the security, the scalability, and it's becoming more and more important for them, especially in the world that we live in.
And with more cloud centricity in the industry, how is Metronode addressing those trends?
Look, I think because we've got like national coverage, it's really important for people. We've got a very flexible design as well. We've got a lot of agility in how we can fit different solutions into our data center, and you can connect up to other clouds. So we're very cloud ready. But the other thing is, and it's become a real big trend. Companies are really asking about your energy capability. How much electricity you actually use and how much you waste, and also water is becoming a big issue as well, because some of these data centers get through huge amounts of water as well. So we pride ourselves in our environmental footprint and our environmental credentials. In fact, we're the first company in Australia to be accredited to the neighbour standard at 4.5, and we think that's quite important and becoming more and more important for our customers.
And flexibility as well is very important.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the things we've learned about the cloud is that we know it's coming, we know things are happening there, but businesses needs change, and the cloud's all about that flexibility. So having an agile design and that sort of capability within your data center on a national basis is really important. But also important is our ability for the customers to actually increase their capacity in our data centers. So it gives them a future-proof solution where they can actually scale up their capability without doing anything different. We don't have to change the design. We can actually go up to 30 kilowatts in a rack, which is substantial considering most people probably use 3 or 4 kilowatts. But as you look at server density increasing and cloud density increasing, we just know for sure that that's going to change, and having that ability in the data center already built in gives us that flexibility.
And with an outlook over the next decade, how is the data center industry evolving?
Look, we see more and more deployments. I mean, I think this is probably the busiest that we've ever been. And you talk around industry events, and I think there's a huge amount of capacity being built and deployed just now, but we're actually struggling to keep up with the demand side of it. And don't forget, these are long-dated assets, so it takes a long time to build them. They're typically used for 5, 10, 20 years, depending on the customer. So I think we're in pretty good shape. We see all the thematics around the Internet of Things starting to pick up. Everybody's watching YouTube, you name it, video services. It all needs to come from somewhere. And as I always say to people, the cloud is actually founded in infrastructure, and typically in data centers, it's where it's all served out of. Yeah.
And how is Metronode addressing those issues?
Look, I think we're lucky. We've got some really good sites already. So we've been in this business a long time. We're a super fast builder as well. So we just finished a large build in Melbourne, and it took us 9 months from start to finish to do it. Like a huge investment as well. So we're also lucky enough that our shareholders are very supportive of us building all this capacity, because I think you really have to take advantage of the now. But our sites, our financial backing, are really important at this point in time in the industry.
And what are the other reasons that customers keep coming back to Metronode?
They're always interested in how secure your facilities are. I'm talking about physical security here. They also look for a lot of accreditations. We're Tier 3 certified. We're the only data center operator in Asia that's actually Tier 3 Gold operational sustainability as well. So that shows that we're an outstanding operator. Because if you're going to give someone your crown jewels in a data center from an enterprise point of view, you want to make sure it works. Yeah, so they like security, they like the sustainability and the operational capability we have. And these environmental standards that I was talking about earlier are becoming more and more important as corporate policy demands, and drives into these things that they must use energy efficient providers, and that's not just power, but also water as a resource is going to become important too.
That's very thought-provoking. Thank you very much for joining us on Capacity TV today, David.
Thank you.